Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another speed build. So, this weekend we have another mid-century build. I guess this is a mid-century modern one. Anyways, act surprised. For the past 4 weeks, 5 weeks, I don't even know at this point. I've been building, or I guess I've been posting every weekend mid-century houses. The reason is, I took like a 2-month break, like in the start of the year, and I went into this craze of building a lot of mid-century houses. So I've been posting them, here and there after I returned. And last week, it was the last one that I built. I built like 4 while I was away. And all of these mid-century houses had as a goal, or I guess were inspired by actual mid-century houses. Because as I talked to you before, I really love mid-century houses, but I was never good at them. I don't know what was the issue, but I realized what's the difference between mid-century modern and mid-century. And I found actual mid-century houses, and that got me really inspired. So last week we had this starter mid-century house that was also, if I'm not completely mistaken, it was also a tiny house, which that's always an added plus. But I was really happy with the final result. However, the exterior, from my point of view, was super boring, which reminded me a long time ago, I had built this starter house, mid-century starter house, modern mid-century modern actually, that I never posted. And I went into my files. I have my builds categorized in folders, and there's a lot of videos that I never got to finish or I never published them. And I realized, oh yeah, this one. So, fun fact, this was built on the 27th of April 2019. It's been over a year. Or I guess just a year, this is the 1 year anniversary on Monday, if I'm not completely mistaken, of 2020. So I was like, God damn, it's been a year, actually, and I built that. So at the time I had built another mid-century house with a similar roof design, and I'm really happy with the roof design. I think it really elevates the entire exterior. I will link it in the eye if you want to watch it or see how it looked. But yeah, I never got around posting that. I don't know why, because I was so proud of it. So this was when throwback, major throwback. Last year they added this base game update, in which they added work from home careers, like freelancer careers, and I got inspired by that, and I decided to make a mid-century house for a digital artist. And the interior, again, this house was a starter. This was my entire goal, to make a starter house that's mid-century and doesn't look like crap. And I'm really happy with it. As you can see, it fits kind of weird to the lot. It's on a 30 by 20 lot, which isn't ideal, but whatever. But yeah, even though it's kind of weirdly fitted, I think the exterior looks so unique for a starter house, which made me really happy. So while I was watching that, I also recalled that I didn't have the tool mod. So what you're seeing right now is on the glass part of the roof, where it looks like there's some sort of structural design or whatever. I used toothbrushes and it was so annoying to make them work, you don't even know. I didn't have the tool mod back then, so I went back. Also, we didn't got the debug update. We got an update sometime within the last year that unlocked the word debug items. And with those items, we also got the cards from the words, which was super liberating, because that meant we didn't no longer have to actually size up toy cars. And this one has a toy car, and I'm like, how much the same changed in a year? That debug update, it was such a good thing, in creativity and on starter houses. because all the plants are currently free. So it was like, hell yeah. And yeah, it was just a major throwback for me. And I went back today before posting that, and I went back and I'm like, this is not exactly like a tiny house. You can see it's very spacious. It's for one thing, yeah, of course I could make it as a tiny and make a lot of changes. However, back then my entire like concept was to make a modern house that's very spacious, and it's a starter and it doesn't look like shit. So you will see that we have the modern counters. I tried to make it look as good as possible and like as youthful as possible. Also, last year I had this thing that, not gonna lie, I think I should bring back. But every Wednesday I posted like the main speed build. I guess now it's Wednesday / Thursday. And on weekends I posted one build that was using low on packs. So when I build, I tend to use all the items that I can. Like if I like it and it's from a pack and I haven't used this pack like at all, I'm like, I don't really care, I want to use that. And I realized like then and now that not everyone has every pack in the game. And like I was just having a conversation with someone on Twitter who commented on a build, I love that, but I probably don't have the packs required. I'm like, god damn, why I don't take into consideration like people who don't own everything? Because I think there is this mindset that you only build a base game house or you build a house with all the packs. There's not something in between. So that was what I was doing last year. I was building like houses and like stuff that was low on packs. I usually try to do 3 packs. So I went back and I tried like before recording that to remember which the packs were. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure, but I think, don't quote me on that, it's Strangerville because of the plants. It's Get Famous and Bowling Day. I think I used these 3 packs, which is a nice thing. Like if you own 3 packs, I think it's way more manageable to find houses. And like, I don't know, it feels like there are not enough builds for people who don't own every pack. And yeah, I was like, you know what, maybe I should go back to that. But I'm having so much fun doing stupid shit that I don't really want to go back and building houses. It's like, can we not? Like normal actual houses. So I don't know, but like I have it in the back of my mind. Please let me know if this type of houses are useful to you, if you don't have every pack and you actually prefer seeing something with lower packs than like going all out, because then I will take it into greater consideration. And yeah, what can I say? I'm really happy with this house. It doesn't have much. I tried to go back and like add stuff from Tiny Living, but I felt like, you know what, it's not really necessary. I think it looks good. What I did is I made a few adjustments on the toothbrushes with the tool mode, because like I have this freedom now, which is awesome. And I also changed the toy car with an actual debug car from the game, which made me really happy. Like it doesn't look like shit. Hell yeah. So yeah, I think this is everything. Like I'm happy with the house. Please again tell me your comments on the low pack thing. I would love to know them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll have an amazing day and take care. Bye.